Greetings friends, I'm Alexander Tkachenko, and in this video I'll show you the benefits of multiple business centers in the RoyalHook service. In the RoyalHook service, our foundation is matrix marketing after all. Yes, there's a line up to 10 levels, yes, many different bonuses, but the core is still the matrix marketing. That is, the feeling here goes from top to bottom, from left to right. Spillover also works without any qualifications and so on, meaning you invited a person or a person came through spillover. So if this cell is under your ID number, under your cell, it brings you income every month. And what's the point of having additional business spots? Yes, that is, the more business spots we have, the higher our status. So one business center is silver, 2 business centers will be gold, 3 business centers is platinum. And because of this, our number of levels increases both in the line and in the matrix. But that's not the most important thing. It doesn't affect your income as much as basically the matrix math does. Let's assume you had a certain turnover and you earned $100. I didn't study to be an artist, so I apologize in advance. Whatever scribbles I can draw, those are what I'll draw for you here. Maybe someone will record it later and do it better. So, you earned $100 having one business center, meaning you received a series of bonuses on your one business center. Now, let's imagine that you have 3 business centers. That is, one business center will be on the left. So we have a binary matrix, and in the second row, we have only 2 business centers. That's it. So what do we get? We have registrations going on here, and let's assume we earn the same $100. Meaning the same turnover occurs. We earn $100 on the top business center. But since we have 2 more additional business spots, we earn not $100, but $200. Why does this happen? Because we earn $100 on this business center. So, right here we have 100. And we earn $100 on the lower business spots for the same thing. That is, we did nothing else, but earned exactly twice as much. Why does this happen, and why do we get twice as much here and not 3 times as much? Because we have business spot 2 and business spot 3. They are placed on the left and on the right. And accordingly, the entire structure below is distributed between, well, the second and the third business spot, right? So we have part of the structure under the second account, part of the structure under the third business center. And this entire structure is completely under the first business position. So with this setup of 3 cells, we earn exactly, no more, no less, but exactly twice as much as we earn on one business center. So the math here is clear, I think, right? It's easier to see it visually. If we draw our accounts even further down here, for example, I have 7 business centers. I'll say even more, I have 7 business centers on my account, and my wife also has 7 business centers. So we decided to go this way. Accordingly, when another row opens up here, right, when we have 7 business centers, I won't draw all the circles. Well, okay, I'll draw them. So we have 2 appearing under this one and 2 more appearing here, right? So we end up with 4, 5. I draw very beautifully. 7 business centers. That's exactly how it is in my account, yes. So what's happening? We get an additional layer of our business positions, and those same $100 turn not into 100, not into 200, but into $300, right? So we earn another $100 for the third time from this layer of business positions. So here we're basically fine, right? So the same turnover has occurred. The same turnover occurred under our accounts. But in the first case, we only earn $100 when we have 1 business center. If we have 3 business centers, we earn from the same thing, exactly the same thing. We earn $200 monthly already, right? So 100 and 100 is 200. With 7 business centers, like on my account, we already earn $300. For example, my wife and I have 2 accounts, each with 7 business centers. So in this example, we don't earn 300, we earn 600 in this example. $600. That's such simple elementary math, right? And these are small investments, but for the same actions, with the same team, with the same number of business positions below us in the matrix, we earn $600 on the matrix alone, where someone else would have earned $100. So this is the most important math. This is the most important figure, the indicator of why we take, well, at least 3 business positions minimum. I recommend taking. Better 7. Why? Because we simply double, triple, and in this case, like mine, for example, we get exactly 6 times more from the same volume of team structure. This is important to understand. Plus, up to 15 levels open up. So if we have 1 business spot, we have 11 levels in the matrix. If we have platinum, 3 business centers, 15 levels open up in the matrix, and not 3, but 10 levels open up in linear marketing. We get a bonus of 3 whole levels of matching bonus at 10% from our partner's income. Oh, I mean, a whole series of bonuses opens up. But besides that, we earn, in this case, for example, 6 times more. So yeah, scribbles, I didn't draw it very nicely here. Well, maybe someone else can show the same thing more beautifully, more neatly. Well, the point here isn't beauty. I think you get it, right? The point is in the numbers, in the math. And how much more you can earn from the same actions with the same team. And you have to understand that people will pay these $15 subscription fee every month. And every month this money will come in. So, for example, we've grown to a certain volume. We have a certain number of business spots under our accounts, and they bring us, say, $100. They would bring that under 1 business spot if it were silver, right? But having, in this case, 7 and 7 business spots, so 14 in this situation here, we get $600. So the difference is exactly 6 times. And many people don't quite understand this point, so this is extremely important to understand. Convey the same thing to your partners. That is, that you can get many times, specifically many times more for the exact same actions.